Hi and welcome in this video. Mariam here, sharing about how to live a more nourishing, energizing and prosperous life. Today I am very happy to welcome you in my humble demeure, as we say in French, in my, how could I explain that in English, in my humble property in London. No, it's not actually true. I'm out having a walk in London area. Yeah, you can find nature in London area a lot, actually a lot more than in Paris, I feel like, where I was living before. So I decided to answer a question in the nature while having this beautiful walk and while the birds are singing and the sun is out and the little breeze is there caressing my hair. It's all really nice, full of energy and beauty. I hope you are really well. Today I am answering a question that I got after my previous video on 5 rules to succeed in fasting. Link underneath this video in the description section, and the question, I'm going to put it somewhere here or there, is about qigong. Like, why do people so-called breatharians, I'll come back to this in a minute, do qigong, practice qigong more than any other type of exercises like yoga, any type of other workout? The question is somewhere for the details. And before I go into answering the question, number one, I want to ask you or any other person looking at this video and wondering what is breatharianism. I don't know myself. I don't actually know. I don't use this term because to me it's very abstract. This term doesn't exist in the dictionary, so people created it, made it up, and each person decides on a definition. Some people say it's about breathing techniques, so they breathe and teach you to breathe in different ways, fine. Other people will tell you it's about not eating, so they will teach you to stop eating. And that's it, why not? And some other people will tell you it's about energy and will teach you to do energy practices. Another version, why not? And other people will tell you, okay, a whole bunch of definitions here and there. Some people will tell you it's about freedom and we teach you what is freedom. Fine. I rather use the word energy or something more tangible and grounded to planet Earth that actually exists in the dictionary and has a definition, so that I don't feel like I take the risk of making something up and appearing dodgy, spooky, weird to any people who comes around and question things with a more scientific oriented, grounded, a medical background or any other actually grounded background, okay, with tangible definition of things and proof of things. There has to be something for everyone, right? So I rather use the word energy, and when I say living on energy, what I really mean is you generate energy through your life. You choose to do things in your life that are so nourishing, in other words, giving you energy, and that is a feeling experience. You actually feel you have more energy, you feel you're more alive, right? Therefore, you have more access to, you can do more things, you have more possibilities, you have access to bigger capacities or wider capacities, and therefore, you have access to more freedom as well. And with access to more freedom, then you can choose to do things or not to do things anymore. You can choose to eat things or not eat things. You can choose to eat less. You can choose to eat this and not that. You can choose to stop eating this and that. You can choose to drink this, not drink that. Drink more of this, drink less of that. Stop drinking this, stop drinking that. Or stop drinking altogether. Or you can choose... I was wondering what this was. I guess someone in the horizon. Not actually sure. All right. Or you can choose to sleep less, not sleep, according to how you build your energy level and how much you build it and how then you are connecting to your body and you know yourself and how to generate energy. Okay, I talk about this in other videos. I'm not going into details right now, but basically energy gives you access to a lot more possibilities and therefore you can choose, thus have the freedom. So You can also choose to create certain things, create a business, create a house, build a house, do things that you wouldn't do before because you didn't have that amount of energy, because you didn't know how to build it, because you didn't really know how energy works, right? And if you live on energy more, then you have more energy, then you know how to use energy more in a way that actually generates more energy, that you store in a certain way, that you use in a certain way. Not very easy to explain, right? Fine. Yeah, there was someone there. Okay, so basically that's how I would define living on energy. So it really has nothing to do with eating, because if you have a lot of energy, it doesn't actually matter what you eat, you're still gonna have energy. It will affect the way you do things and the results you may have. So you may sometimes, according to the mission, the work you choose to do, you may eat a little thing or something, and it will create or activate certain areas on your body. It will create certain processes in your body and will play with the chemicals in the body in a way that will give you excitement or give you a little boost according again to where you are and what you do with your energy, and therefore it may help you to achieve results that you want to achieve better, but it's not a necessity. In other words, your energy will override anything external that you do or put in your body or come in contact with. I know I'm going deeper in the explanation, but this is actually the truth. When you have energy, it doesn't actually matter if you have poison or not poison, it won't affect you. If you have food, you don't have food, it won't affect you. If you drink, not drink, it won't affect you according to the level of energy you have. I mean, if you overdo it, it will affect you eventually, but if you do things in balance, it will not affect you. You will still have a lot of energy. Okay, I'll talk about that in another video, but basically coming back to your question, my friend, you were saying, why do people then who have more energy would do qigong more than other things? Okay, I'll put a break here. Oh my god, I was wondering who was there. My god, the cows are there. I'm getting scared now. Let me move away quick. Look at that. Hello, baby. I'm getting scared of a cow. Can you believe? No, I'm not scared. It's just unexpected. Okay, baby. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. All right, bye. Okay, let me move away from here. Let me just move away from here. I feel like I was in their territory, so really I shouldn't be there. So funny though. All right, let's go away. I may as well talk while walking, right? I may as well talk while walking. All right, back to the question. Sorry, I was disturbed by those beautiful cows who came out of curiosity, wondering what I was doing. I'm gonna walk then, okay, so that you can see the beautiful place I'm in, and there's more to follow. But yeah, so coming back to your question, why do people who thus, I will say, live on energy, go for qigong rather than other practices? Now, you ask this question, and I do have to mention, why do you ask the question? Number one, I believe if you had tried qigong, if you had tried to practice qigong yourself first before asking the question, you should actually have the answer. You should actually have the answer, because it's all, as I said, a feeling experience. You should, when you practice qigong, feel that one answer that you're actually asking for, the reason why you're asking this question. So, in other words, it's good to, before actually asking other people to do the work for you, do the work yourself. And that's a very big one. Nobody can live on energy. Like, there's no way someone can live on energy, or one can live on energy, if they are going to rely on other people to give them energy through answers. Okay, in other words, again, I don't want to sound rude, but I do have to mention that, because who else is going to tell you that otherwise? If you ask question to another person, you're giving your power to that other person instead of putting the work yourself, instead of generating that energy yourself, instead of experiencing how it is to generate energy, live on energy, experiencing life by yourself, in other words. So instead of asking, why do people do this, actually do this, and therefore you know, therefore you have that experience. But I'm going to answer your question though, but know that people who really understand how energy works won't ask a question to someone and will actually put in the work and go into action. And while going into action, they may receive the answer from someone else. We could say that's only a reflection of them anyway, but fine. But in the first place, their intention was to find the answer by themselves, to find the answer, to have that willingness to understand by themselves. And that's something that is a necessity to live on energy more. Otherwise, you just waste energy, you just drain other people's energy, therefore you drain yours. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I know maybe some people won't like to hear that, but again, I have to say it because it's true. Okay, and I am going to answer your question though. People go for qigong because, so if you had tried, you would have felt this in your body. Energy straight away. Pure energy coming through your movements. Okay, when you do qigong, you put your hands up, down, up. According to what you do, okay, you push and you pull. This way, you actually feel energy a lot. And you feel energy, so that's the main thing about qigong compared to other practices, without having to go through a deconstruction process. In other words, you feel energy straight away, we could say coming from the cosmic energy, or coming from, I don't know, pure energy coming from whatever around the planet, without having to destroy tissues in your body, destroy element of your body, without having to go through a recovery process. That's the main thing about qigong. You actually feel the energy straight away without having to kill parts of your body, in other words. Sounds strong, but it's just to like give you an idea, a better idea. So yeah, you feel energy straight away and you feel nourished straight away, in a smooth way, in other words. So that's why people go for that. And yes, then you can go for advanced level of qigong, where you keep building that energy once your body is used to a certain level, and you go along and along, and you build that energy more and more, and then you store it in a certain way through qigong as well, which doesn't always happen through other techniques and other exercise practices, and then you can use it again. Basically, qigong gathers, generating, storing and using energy in a way that is very strong, and thus gives you a lot of power and possibility. And you feel nourished and you feel energized without having to go through a recovery process that is as strong as when you do running, when you do hit like high intensity interval training, which are necessary, I believe, from my experience, but still, qigong is very different from those. Or even yoga, where you actually stretch a lot more your body, I believe. Although qigong, I'm not saying qigong is easy, no, but the way it generates energy in your body is a lot different than other practices. A bit like Tai Chi as well. Anyway, it's more of energy work than building up the body through tearing up the tissues. I think that's how we say in English. Okay? So yeah, here is your answer. All right? But again, try and you will feel. Because this living on energy, or whatever you want to call it, is all about a feeling experience. If you don't feel, and if you tell me, I have tried, Mariam, then there is a bigger problem. There is a bigger problem. If you have tried qigong and you still don't have your answer, there's a problem with body connection. You don't feel whatever is going on in your body strong enough to an extent where you can actually feel the energy flow in your body and the effects on that energy flow in your life. I believe it's not even possible, but anyway, let's say it is. Okay? So, in other words, build this connection with your body, build your energy through energy practices. You don't have to just do qigong. I believe I'll say another answer to your question. To be honest, I know this one is going to be, that's the end of my path right now. It may sound rude and not nice, but this is only my perception and only the way I think about things. Let me go a bit further. Hopefully the cow will be fine with it. I'm gonna go here. Another answer for me would be because you don't go through it tearing up your tissues and muscles through qigong as much as doing other practices and other workout and physical exercises, then it's enjoyable, more enjoyable than other techniques, I feel like, for having tried different techniques. And therefore, people who tend to be, I mean, it's very easy to stay comfortable in this practice instead of adding other practices that are needed, I believe, to build a different type of energy in the body and thus have access to other possibilities. Only my experience. I'm not saying people who do only qigong are lazy, but I don't believe you can build your body entirely through only qigong. I believe that. Oh, did I touch my microphone? Sorry. That's my experience. But again, maybe it's due to my age, due to my lifestyle, due to the level of energy I have today. Don't know. That's only my experience. So I'm going to share the answer number 2. I believe people go for qigong because other things, other techniques might be too difficult for them and might push them out of their comfort zone too much for them to go for it. Okay, but again, having a hot body requires more than just qigong, I believe. And hot body, not just like looking good, but feeling good as well. And having like working in all areas of your body, building up, toning the body, and therefore adding energy to all those parts. An energy that is also like stamina and a higher intensity, and that goes through destroying or deconstructing and reconstruct. An energy that goes through having to rebuild tissues that have been teared up. Okay, I'll leave you to your own experience. I am going to keep up doing my walk right now. I wish you all the best. You can subscribe to the channel for more videos. I'll be sharing more if you want. If you have any questions, I'm not telling you to never ask questions. I'm just saying be careful. Everything in this world is either you consume or you produce. There's no in between. You can consume to help you produce better, but the more you consume, the less you produce. And to live on energy, you need to produce more than what you consume. Okay? Thank you for asking the question again. Wishing you a wonderful day and see you in another video. Bye now.